What is up, and welcome to Ploop Corp. We are now chilling in a cafe, and we're about to start our first episode, which is Aita, aka Am I the Asshole, episode 1. So in this episode, we are going to be looking into 3 different scenarios where we will be, you can say, distinguishing if the original poster is an asshole or not, and obviously he's going to react to the situation. So let's start.
Hi Reddit, I just wanted to ask if I'm the asshole in this situation. Context, I'm deployed right now and it's my birthday. My wife stayed up to talk with me a little bit and the topic of her favorite K-pop group came up.
Okay.
I proceeded to jokingly say, I'm better than X, that's why you're with me, her favorite member. She proceeds to go on a rant about how she would leave absolutely everything behind if he asked to be with her, abandon our marriage, leave everything. I obviously get upset saying how I believe it's cheating and that she shouldn't say those things. It's a man she has never met.
I don't know about
and he
cheating.
doesn't know a single thing about her. But she proceeds to say, I'm being unreasonable and I don't understand. I'm now considered immature and all of the above and insecure. Am I the asshole?
Whoa. Alright guys, let's start off with this. I will say that he's not an asshole. Now, if you feel as though he is, you know what? Put it down in a comment. But that's crazy. The fact that she would leave him in a heartbeat if said individual reached out to her. That's foul. So definitely he's not an asshole. Rather, he should be scared. Because if the relationship isn't that strong and that she finds that this individual is more important than her significant others, oof, red flag. But the verdict is he's not an asshole. Now on to the next.
Hi Reddit, I just wanted to ask if I'm the asshole in this situation.
We'll find out.
Context, I, 23F, live in a 2-bed, 1-bath with my roommate Grace, 24F. Grace is dating Anna, 24F, who lives in our same city about 20-30 minutes away, while I am in a long-distance relationship with my boyfriend David, 27M. David and I live across the country from one another, so I only see him once every 2 months or so. My roommate has Anna over every other weekend and goes over to Anna's place, who lives with her family, on the alternate weekends.
Okay.
David is coming in from Friday to Monday this weekend to celebrate Valentine's Day and take advantage of the long weekend we both have off of work because of President's Day. I wrote this on mine and Grace's
I'm from Canada, so I don't even know what that is.
When we scheduled this. Grace just wrote on the calendar that she is planning on having Anna over this weekend. My issue is that Grace and Anna monopolize the common spaces, and it's very difficult to manage 2 or 3 people using the same bathroom, let alone 4. Would I be the asshole in asking Grace to stay at Anna's this weekend since David is coming in? I don't want to hinder their Valentine's Day plans, but they can celebrate literally any time while I only have this weekend.
Alright, okay, there's a couple things to unpack the way I look at it. First and foremost, they're both sharing the space. So the way I look at it is, who's the asshole? If we were to say one or the other, I would say it would be the original post, because she needs to understand that both spaces are equally shared, and that just because your situation happens to be a long distance relationship and your roommate isn't, does not mean that she has to conform and try to make it quote unquote fair for you. In terms of like the planning and all that kind of stuff, you would have to figure that out yourself. But I would say the roommate isn't an asshole. She's entitled to her space. I'm pretty sure she's paying the rent for it, so she will maximize it. Now, the original post needs to figure out how to share that space. Even if she wants like quality private time with her boyfriend, she cannot restrict her roommate's claim to the space. So she cannot remove. Okay, hold on. Let me rephrase that. The original post cannot, in any shape or form, try to remove or diminish the claim to the space, right? They both have to share it equally, Now you can negotiate, but if she says no, it's no. And I'm pretty sure the dude is gonna be happy because there's 3 chicks around: his girlfriend, the roommate, and her significant other as well. Now for the final one, let's start it.
Am I the asshole for how I acted on my flight towards an obese woman? For context,
Okay.
I, 24F, was on a direct flight that was 5 hours to Florida last week with my boyfriend, 24M. He is 6'4", so I booked seats with extra legroom, and so we'd sit next to each other because I have terrible, and I mean awful, flight anxiety. It costed an extra $150 for these accommodations, which I had no problem paying. My problem was the person who booked the window seat was severely obese.
Oh,
I
shit.
personally
Okay.
don't have any issues with people being obese. I know mental health issues, genetics, etc. can cause weight issues, and I'd never put someone down for that. But this lady's body was seriously spewing over the armrest and onto my lap.
God damn.
It was extremely uncomfortable and sweaty, and I was in
Oh, man.
pain from being pushed into the plastic armrest. She was so wide I had to turn my legs into my boyfriend's legs to make room for her legs. I only got to use one half of my seat because she took up the other half. I didn't want to embarrass her, so before we took off, I got out of my seat and spoke to a flight attendant privately and explained to her my situation. She offered me a seat in first class. However,
Alright.
because of my severe flight anxiety, I wanted to sit with
okay.
my boyfriend. And I had already paid all the extra money for these seats to be booked together and for the legroom. The flight attendant explained there were no extra seats big enough for this lady to sit without making other passengers uncomfortable. She needed 2 seats, and there weren't 2 seats together available, only the one
Noted.
in first class. Now, as I'm still talking to the attendant and she's trying to figure something out, the entire plane is now seated and can clearly tell what is going on. I can tell the lady in my seat is embarrassed. I swallowed my pride and took the seat in first class and took 2 of my anxiety pills and knocked myself out to get through the flight. Otherwise, they would have had to ask the lady to get off the plane. My boyfriend told me the lady in my seat cried the entire time and called her mom on the phone extremely distraught. Was there a better way to go about all of this? I've felt awful since. Am I the asshole?
Alright, I'll be honest with you. It's very straightforward. The original post is not an asshole. There is no way you can label her as one. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It's my first time actually recording other than the videos that I created called Beginning of Ploop Corp. This is something that I plan on working long term, and I do hope that, you know, the audio quality gets better over time, as well as my editing skill. I've never edited, so we'll see how this turns up, you know, and the progression from, you know, episode 1 to, let's say, episode 100 of Am I the Asshole. This is also a series as well, but there's gonna be other series that I'm gonna be working on. Right now I'm fine-tuning the ideas, and hopefully maybe in a month I'll drop a new series, which I'm gonna keep it low-key for now. But, you know, if you enjoyed it, you want to see the progression, you want to see this channel grow, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and you know what, let's make it happen. And not sure how to close this out, but hey, roll the music.